Today we're going to look at how to set up WordPress the easy way. You might have signed up for some web hosting and you're all ready to go with your new website, and you want to make a WordPress site to make life easy for yourself. WordPress can do just about everything, and there are loads of other great systems out there too, but we're focusing on WordPress. So when you signed up for your hosting, depending on who you are with, you probably got sent details for your control panel. Most good hosts these days will give you a control panel. You can manage your domain names, your emails, all sorts of things like that. Depending on the hosting service you've signed up for, you will have different options. Maybe they limit it to just a few things, maybe you have loads of options. It might be worth having a look and a play in there, and we'll cover some of the other bits in other tutorials. As you can see here, I am with Free Virtual Servers Hosting. I'm not an affiliate of theirs. I don't get paid anything for saying that. I've used them for years. I use them for all of my websites, and I've never had a problem with them. So this is what my control panel looks like. This is just my little development hosting account I have with them, so I can create these tutorials and have a play around. If I scroll down here, you can see, like I said, some of the options: marketing services, email accounts, file managers. In here you can set up your FTP accounts and all sorts. You can create databases. Now, if we were setting up WordPress the long way, we would use some of these options. We would set up an FTP account so we could upload all the WordPress files. We would create a database for the WordPress site, because I don't know if you know or not, but WordPress sites are database driven. That means all the information is stored in a database, all the pages and posts and images and everything else. But we're doing this the easy way, and we don't need to know that. So let's go here to the easy option. Your hosting may have an option like this. I'm hoping so, or this tutorial will not be relevant to you. If your host doesn't offer you this, I suggest you change to a host that does, because it makes life so much easier. Here you can see the Softaculous Apps Installer. I'm going to click on this. Now this is fab. This gives you just great options for easily installing some different software on your web hosting service, on your website. So you can see there are a few options here in my hosting. I'm not interested in anything right now except for WordPress. This is literally like a one-click install. So, well, maybe 2 clicks. We have to put in the details and then we'll need to click again, but you get the point. It's easy. So we click install. Here at the top, you don't need to worry about this. Just leave it at HTTP for now. Choose your domain. If you have more than one domain name that you have purchased with your web hosts, they will show up in this list here. On this particular hosting account that I'm using for this tutorial, I only have the one, so that's the one I will be setting up this WordPress on. It says here in directory, and you can see it says the directory is relative to your domain and should not exist. What this means is, if you want to put your WordPress site into a folder, then you will write the folder name there. The folder shouldn't already exist, or directory. It shouldn't already exist. If on your hosting you are only having one website, this WordPress site that you're setting up is going to be your only site, then leave this blank and it will install WordPress in the root of your web hosting. If you want to have it set up in a subdirectory so that you can have more than one website hosted on your server, then you can write the name of the folder here. So let's see, I'm going to put it in a folder called Genie Playground. I'm going to add some site settings here. These settings can be changed in the WordPress admin area afterwards, so don't worry too much. So you just want to pop in your title, your site name, and your site description there. Here you will want to create an admin username and an admin password so that you can access your WordPress admin area afterwards. This bit's important. You want to make this something really secure. I would recommend keeping these as the standard that they give you, at least the password. I'm going to change my username and I'm going to keep my password for now as the one they have generated. By the time this tutorial goes out, I will have changed it in the WordPress backend. So, but for now, and for you, I would suggest you keep it at the secure generated password that is on there. Just make sure you copy it and take a note of it somewhere so that you don't lock yourself out of your own site, although obviously there are easy ways to get back in with emailing you password change options. But to make things easy, just copy and paste your password somewhere safe where you can access it. So then you want to add here your admin email address. This is where WordPress will talk to you, so any notifications, if anything happens through your site, people sign up for something you've popped on there, the admin password will be used to contact you for all of those things. Again, all of these details can be changed afterwards. Choose the language for your site. I wouldn't worry for now about any of the advanced options. If you particularly want to go and change the name of the database and all of that stuff, go for it. You don't have to. Selecting a theme, you can do that now or you can do that at a later stage. I'm going to leave it at the standard theme because later on in another tutorial I'm going to show you how to change and add a new theme and customize it and set your pages up and everything else. So make sure you keep checking back to thegenieacademy.com for those other tutorials. But for now we're just focused on how to install WordPress. So before we click the install button, I would suggest adding your email address in here to the bottom. It will email your installation details to this email address, so that's an easy way to save them. However, make sure you copied your password because that will be starred out. So pop your email address in and click install. As you can see here, it's going through the process of installing the site for you. It takes a few minutes. It's just setting up the database in the background and setting up all of your files, and bam, we are done. We have a WordPress site, simple as that. It took under 5 minutes. Well, I'm not sure if that's true. I'm not sure how long I've been waffling for, but it didn't take long, and if I hadn't been talking it would have been even quicker. It tells you right here the address of your site, so let's click on this. It's not going to look very clever right now. It's going to look pretty plain. Here we go. This is our new WordPress site. As you can see, it's put the title, the site name that we gave it up there, and the little description underneath. WordPress automatically pops in a default post, this hello world post, so that will be in there straight away, and by default it pops in a comment as well. Once you go into your WordPress admin area, you can delete those, you can add a theme, you can start to make your site look fabulous. Don't worry, it's not going to look like this forever. But this is it, you have a site, it is there, it is ready for you to use. Coming back here, you can see that you also have the administrative URL. This is where you will go to log into your WordPress admin area. So it's logged us in straight away because it knows it's us because we've just come from that link. So usually when you go there, you'll need to pop in the username and password which you have saved somewhere. And don't worry, these links will be sent to you in the email that you asked it to send you. So here, this is your WordPress admin dashboard. This is where you're going to create your site. This is where you're going to customize your site, add your pages, add your posts, add your theme, and turn it into whatever you imagine it to be. That is your WordPress site installed. We will go over some of those other things, the adding pages and posts and images and making it look really fabulous in other tutorials. So do make sure you check back to thegenieacademy.com. And if you need help with anything that I've talked about, if you're not sure about web hosts, what to go for, what you need to know, then if you go to thegenieacademy.com, you can join our group and come talk to me, ask questions. That's what I'm there for, and I'm happy to help you out. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.